All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center. This is, I think, our fourth session in about miracles. So I invite you to stand up. We're going to sing, I'm Looking for a Miracle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have Bill Brooks with us. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible. I feel the invisible. The sky is the limit to what I can have. The sky is the limit to what I can have. The sky is the limit to what I can have. Just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. Hey, just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. Do the whole thing. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the invisible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. The sky is the limit to what I can have. The sky is the limit to what I can have. The sky is the limit to what I can have. Just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. Hey, just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, Unity Spiritual Center. And everybody out there in Facebook world, good morning. We are glad you are here with us today. Wow. Did you all have a good 4th? Yeah? All right. Sal, I'm getting quite a bit of feedback. Thank you. It's nice to have real people controlling these things. Thank you, Sal. All right. Well, first of all, is there anybody here for the very first time today? Welcome. We are glad you are here with us. Yes. Please make sure I get to connect with you after the service so I can say hi. And if you didn't get a welcome packet, see one of our ushers after the service, and we'll be sure to get that information to you. And we want you to know that whatever brought you here today, whether you were seeking community, spiritual education, healing, whatever brought you here today, you will find it here. And we say to you, welcome home. So, the next thing we'll do is check in on our social media. Those of you who use it, pull out your smartphones or your not so smartphones, whatever you got, and check in on social media. That is not the social media check-in. The person who does our slides went on vacation. So some of these are a week behind. That's okay. Our social media today is Manifesting My Miracle. Manifesting My Miracle. We're going to talk about how we actually begin to move into that energy, that freeing power. It's Independence Day. We're talking about freedom, right? We're going to be talking about the freeing power of miracles and how they can impact our lives and the lives of everybody around us. So hang on to your hats. It's going to be good. If you want to take notes for the lesson, the notes are in the Planning Center on the app. If you don't have the app, as always, feel free to contact us and we'll help you get it. It's free and we don't give your name away. So, and there's lots of great stuff in it, let me tell you. Okay, what else do we do? Announcements. Yes, we have a lot happening here at Unity Spiritual Center. We are much, much more than just a Sunday service. Sunday service is great, it's wonderful, but we are more. And so I'm going to go real fast through the events of the week and then focus on just a couple. If you want to know more detail about everything that's going on here at Unity, go to the church app, our website, our Facebook page, our Instagram, our meetups, there's so many places we put stuff out. Just check it out. You'll find it. All right, what is happening this week? After service today, potluck. And I know we have at least a couple casseroles. So I hope you brought your appetites. Whether you brought food or not, you are invited and welcome to join us. Tonight at 6:30, we have Soul Share. On Monday, we have Tai Chi in the Diabetes Wellness Support Group. On Tuesday night, we have Reiki night. For those of you who don't know, Reiki is a healing practice, a hands-on healing practice. I really believe Jesus did Reiki, only they didn't have the terminology in those days. Anyway, if you want to come and participate, if you have a healing need or just want to be a part of that energy, be here on Tuesday night. Yes, thank you. And if you want to know more about it, see Martine. Okay, Wednesday morning, we have a pop-up hike. For anybody who wants to go on a short hike, 9 o'clock Wednesday morning to Travertine Falls in the canyon, just meet us here at 9 o'clock. Wednesday, we also have Tai Chi and Qigong. Thursday, Grief Support Group, 16-Step Group, Gay and Bisexual Men's Support Group, and Contemplative Gathering. Friday, we have yoga. Saturday, we have the Women's Group and Rhythm Connection Drumming Circle. And now our featured announcement. Drum roll, please. Thank you. We are beginning our annual backpack drive. And this year, I think it's really important that we go way beyond where we have ever gone before. All of our schools are facing serious funding cuts. And so they're going to be wanting more supplies. The school we support, Mountain View Elementary, is a 100% Title I school down in the South Valley. We've done this for years for them, and they deeply, deeply appreciate it. So you can go on our website. We will have the list of supplies for each grade. You can pick what you want to give. And if you need more information, contact us in the office. But let's really let them know we care and we appreciate the work they do. All right, I'd also like to give a shout out to a couple people today who, some of them are paid employees and some are volunteers. But these are people in our community that go way above and beyond what we pay them to do. The first is our office manager, Glenda. Yes. I don't know where she is. But those of you who don't know, Glenda does more than just what you might think an office manager does. She is here pretty much all the time, and she works really hard to make sure everything runs well behind the scenes. I'd also like to thank Anne, our bookkeeper, who is so much more than a bookkeeper. She's always volunteering in things. And a person who doesn't get anywhere near the credit she deserves is Lori Roop. And I don't know if Lori's here today, but Lori really, she's here almost every day doing something. And Maria, our marketing person, does way more marketing than we pay her to do. And Dan helps her in that as well. So we appreciate all of our volunteers, and this week we are recognizing them. Okay, are you ready? Okay, let's get started. I'd like to invite up Jeff, our trustee of the day today.
Good morning, Unity. My name is Jeff Siddall. I am your trustee of the day, and I'm going to lead us in reciting our mission, vision, core values. So if we can begin with our mission. We inspire spiritual growth through honoring many past education, prayer, sacred service, and abundant living. Our vision. Centered in love, we see a harmonious world of divine expression. Our core values. We are Christ-centered, loving, inclusive, joyous, uplifting, open-minded, and fun. Our unity credo. We believe all people are created with sacred worth. We serve all people in emotional and spiritual ways. We welcome the diversity of all. God in unity, leave no one out. And at this time in our service, we are asking for your love offerings and tithes. As your board member, I do need to report, because it's summer, our donations are down compared to last year. So we appreciate your donations through the Church Center app, either online at www.uscabq.org/give, or you can text to give at 877-856-7914. Sorry. Haven't done this for a while. I forgot the script. All right, now the offering blessings, where we're looking for a miracle. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
And here's a good old folk song by Pete Seeger about freedom. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Verse 3. If I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing out a love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Last verse. Now I got a hammer, and I got a bell, and I got a song to sing all over this land. It's a hammer of justice, it's a bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Justice. It's a hammer of justice. It's the bell of freedom. It's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. All right.
Thank you, Soulshine. All right, let's do our prosperity dedication. In a universe overflowing with the allness of God, all the needs and desires of Unity Spiritual Center and those we serve are bountifully met from every direction, known and unknown, expected and unexpected. Our abundant good is here now. Thank you, God.
Thank you, Jeff. All right. Well, we just had the 4th of July, so we're going to do a America's song. So I invite you to stand up. We're going to sing 2 verses of America the Beautiful with music by Samuel Ward and words by Catherine Lee Bates. And we like to channel our inner Ray Charles for this one. 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed all grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriotry that sees beyond the years. My alabaster cities lean, undimmed by human need. America, America, God shed all grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. And crown thy good, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. All right, great job.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Susie Orchard, and I and Martine Bachman are your prayer chaplains for the day. We will be available to pray with you in person on either side of the sanctuary after the service. Just look for our white prayer stalls, and we will be available. Prayer request slips also can be found in the seat pocket in front of you and deposited in the box in the lobby.
In this very room, there's quite enough love for one like me. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for one like me. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, God's Spirit, is in this very
The word of the day is possibilities. I open my mind to infinite possibilities. There may be limits to what my human mind can imagine. I might find a challenge too big to overcome or too complex to work through. In the past, I might have avoided such challenges, but today I turn within to where I am synchronized with the divine. Then I can know what to think, say, and do. Within my inner sanctuary, I find divine ideas which have infinite potential and possibility. Aligned with my divinity, nothing is or ever could be impossible or consciousness. I can align myself anytime with divine ideas, the field of infinite possibilities, God. I begin to apprehend what is possible. I emerge from my prayer time filled with inspiration and clarity, ready to take the steps necessary to make my vision a reality. I open my mind to infinite possibilities.
And as we take those words in, let's take a deep breath. I invite you to close your eyes gently if you haven't already. And let yourself sink into your chair. And as you take your next breath, find your natural rhythm. Take your breath in and release. When we breathe in, let's breathe in possibilities. And when we exhale, let us just release all those that doesn't serve us anymore. Possibilities. I am possibilities. The vast field of what could be, even beyond what we can imagine. And even as we let go of what doesn't serve us, we then allow space for what can happen. So I open my mind to infinite possibilities, where I know that there's no limit to what human mind can imagine. I may see challenges that feel so big or too complex. And in the past, I might have avoided it or even felt overwhelmed by it. But today, I choose something different. And as I turn within to find that place where I can synchronize with my divine. Because today I know I am divine. Today I know I'm love. And today I know that I'm in joy. So I say thank you, God, for that divinity and stepping into that flow. I also say thank you for this inner sanctuary where I can hear what to think, what to say, and what to do. Here in the quiet, I find divine ideas, seeds of inspiration and infinite possibilities. As I align with the divinity, nothing is and nothing ever can be, or even could be, impossible in consciousness. So today I breathe in possibility, and I breathe out release. As we take these words in and the music in to our silent place, let us do so now. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for this time and the people here. Thank you for the sacred space where we sit with you in the stillness. Thank you for hearing our prayers, our questions, and our affirmations. Thank you for the quiet that reminds us of who we are. And thank you, God, for the people gathered here today, whether here in person or on Facebook. We send them love because here there's enough love and enough peace and enough joy in this very room to fill the entire world. So we say thank you, and so it is. Amen.
In this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, God's Spirit, is in this very
All right. Bill Brooks is here, and Bill Brooks, little bees there. And he has a song it's actually written by Janice Stanfield and Megan McDonough, and it's called Amazing Things.
Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take. Bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, the places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when or where or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what each day brings. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes the deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. 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 Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill, and our Soul Shine band. You do amazing things, all of you. You pick the perfect music to go with the lesson every single time. And a lot of times, Bill especially doesn't really know what I'm going to be talking about, but you nail it, always. It's a miracle! Which is what we've been exploring. Yes, give our whole team a hand, including Bill, for working those miracles. And speaking of miracles, before we get into our talk today, I'd just like to clarify something because somebody asked me about it, and I thought, yeah, that is something we need to clarify. There's two kinds of miracles. There are the miracles of the unexpected, the unknown, that we aren't focused on. I'm thinking of just this weekend where a girl in Texas was washed 12 miles down a river and rescued unharmed, relatively unharmed, in a tree. That's a miracle. That's a miracle of we don't know what all is going on there. All we know is that there had to have been divine intervention. But then there are also the miracles that we create, that we make happen consciously. Those are those things that people tell us cannot be done. And there's a great, powerful freedom when we can step into that consciousness. So let's review a little bit. Over the past few weeks, we've been exploring miracles, not as rare and explicable events that are reserved for a chosen few prophets, saints, and messiahs, but we're exploring them as natural outcomes of a spiritual life in harmony with divine mind. That is truly what it's all about. Not just miracles, that's what unity is all about. That's what life is supposed to be all about. We've talked about how imagination is the starting place for all of creation. If we want miracles to occur, we have to have a picture of that miracle, an image of it, in our imagination. Now, we don't have to be locked into how it unfolds. That's Spirit's job. But we have to create a vision to build upon, knowing that probably whatever will manifest will be greater than what we are imagining. Miracles begin when we allow a greater truth to unfold through us. And we've learned that miracles are not for the lucky, they are for the willing. Yes. Let's try that again. Miracles are not for the lucky, they are for the willing. Much better. Yes. And we are willing to be a channel for miracles to manifest. And then last week we talked about what it's like to be in the energy of miracles. We have to get into that vibration. We have within us something called the reticulated I can't say it. What is it? That, yes. Chuck and Novella know it. Anybody in mental health can say it. Anytime I say reticulate, I think of pythons. There's a reticulated python. But what that is, that's the part of our being that allows us, that energizes us for fight or flight if that's necessary, but also for getting into the energy of creation itself. What is it we want to manifest? What miracle do we want to create? We have to be in the energy of it. We have the picture, now we give it force, we give it life, we give it energy, and we activate that, I'm going to say RAS because it's so much easier to say, and it puts us in that vibration. It allows us to be a channel through which the miracle can manifest. And so today, then, we continue our exploration of miracles leading up to our visit by Kimberly Braun, who wrote this book. How many of you are reading this? We still got some left, guys. This is a phenomenal book. It will change your life. Even more than the Bible. Nope. I got away with it. Whew. I'm serious. I'm not putting the Bible down, guys. That is our primary textbook. But really, there's other things we can learn and move and grow through and take in and recognize that the vast storehouse of knowledge is unlimited. So if you haven't got the book, we have it for sale in the back. So today we're going to get into that energy of that freeing power of miracles and how it not only frees us, but it creates an energy of freedom for everyone around us. We're not exploring miracles as far-off interventions from some deity up in the sky. We're talking about something far more radical and far more real, the freeing power of miracles. When we're in that energy, what are we freed from? We find freedom from fear, freedom from lack, freedom from limitation, freedom from anything that tells us we are less than divine. Kimberly Braun in the book wrote this: miracles are not interruptions of life, but the unveiling of what has always been true. They've always been true. The miracle we are seeking, whether it's a miracle you are seeking as an individual, whether a miracle we are seeking as a community, whether a miracle the race of humanity is seeking, it's already true in spirit. It's already there, just waiting for enough channels of willing people to manifest it. So let's unveil this truth together. What does freedom really mean? We've heard the saying by Jesus that you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. Spiritual freedom is not about our outer circumstances. It's about our inner awareness. It's a shift in perception that brings us back to who we really are. We really are miracles manifesting, and we are miracle manifestors. We have two roles. Kimberly in her book writes, freedom is not won through force or control. It emerges when we step into the naked light of our true being. That's the title of the book and the title of the workshop she'll be doing in a couple weeks. Miracles in the naked light. What is that naked light, though? That naked light is the miracle state. And when we remove the coverings of fear, of doubt, of false beliefs, and simply be the light that we are. Jesus said, "You are the light of the world." And I believe the reason so many people cannot see their own light is because we've been told for hundreds and maybe thousands of years that who are you to be brilliant? Who are you to be bright? You are a miserable sinner. That's what we've been told. I'm here to tell you none of that is true. You are the light. You are here to shine. And it's time we stepped into that awareness. It's time we shared that message with the world. That message which Jesus taught us, which the Buddha taught us, which Muhammad taught us, which so many other teachers taught. And yet, it's been quashed through the years. We become immersed when we don't see that light. We become immersed in a consciousness of lack, a consciousness of fear, which manifests in the outer as much of what we see happening in our world, in our nation today. But that's happening outside of us. It does not determine what we create within us. And if we're going to change the world, we have to start where? Inside ourselves. It has to start within. Therefore, it has to be able to come through us. And when we're in that awareness, when we're in that consciousness, we discover something. We discover that there's no such thing as lack. If we open ourselves truly to it, we understand that we're not lacking anything, not as individuals, not as a nation, not as a spiritual center, and that is the truth. I love what Edwene Gaines said once. Those of you who knew Edwene Gaines know that she was a powerhouse. She didn't mince words. So I'm going to quote her directly because I agree with her. Lack is a lie. It is not a spiritual reality. It's an illusion of separation. Remember Jesus? He said, "You live in the kingdom. The kingdom is all around us. We're in it. And there is no lack in that kingdom." We live in an illusion too often. Charles Fillmore said, "There is no reality in lack. God is a universal mind of inexhaustible supply." And Kimberly echoes this in her book when she says, "There is always enough love, enough insight, enough time, enough grace. The miracle is in remembering that." That's the miracle. So let that sink in. The miracle is remembering. When we remember who we are, whole, divine, connected, we stop asking for miracles and start living from miracles. Do you hear the difference? We stop asking for miracles and we live from miracles. This weekend was all about independence, celebrating our independence. And if you think about the Declaration of Independence, it was a bold statement that said, among other things, all people are created equal and endowed with inalienable rights. There, whew, I said it. But what did that mean? That was especially then, and even I think now more, that's a lofty goal that we have not yet hit. But let's take a look at that at the soul level. What does it mean? Well, it means that we are free from a belief in lack. We are free in spirit. We are abundant, whole, and divinely sourced regardless of anything. It's not dependent upon your religion or your nationality or where you come from or who you love. That's a universal statement of truth. So I'm going to say this, and you can say it with me. I declare my freedom from belief in lack. I am free in spirit. I am abundant, whole, and divinely sourced. And those of you who have the app, that's in there. Kimberly wrote this: every miracle is an invitation to live unbound, to drop the narratives that tether us to the small and soar. That is when we do the amazing things that Bill sang about. When we drop those things that tether us to the small. So today we let go of that. We choose the miraculous. Last week, if you were here, you heard me begin to paint a picture of what can be for us as a Unity Spiritual Center. And I delved deeper into that in the e-letter on Thursday. And it's no different than what we can be as individuals. It's all about creating a vision of who we are as individuals and who we are as a community and what we are being called to do. Because what works in the micro works in the macro and vice versa. If I look upon my dream, and I hope it's becoming your dream as well, if you truly care about the future, this is a dream we can all get on board with. We'd have to agree then that the world needs what we have to offer more than ever before. And I'm not saying that from a place of ego. I'm saying that the world needs the message that Unity is teaching. It's the same message that the Christ taught. It's the same message that Charles Fillmore taught. It's the same message that every dreamer of something greater for the race of humanity has taught and dreamed and talked about. But there's certain things we have to do to get there, to reach more people. I dream of a larger space, a beautiful, spacious center that allows us to truly do more, to truly reach more people, to truly teach more people, to truly heal more people. Now, here's the thing. If we look at our financial statement, which is decent, we all are doing a great job, but it's not big enough to get a mortgage. And quite honestly, in this miracle, I don't want a mortgage. Got that? We don't want a mortgage. I don't believe we need a mortgage. I've had people say, well, Gordon, your church has no real savings at this point. We're rebuilding it slowly, but nowhere near what it would need to be to buy a building. And people are already giving generously, all of you. And so I'm not here to say give more. Although if you want to, we will be so grateful. But that's not what I'm saying. And somebody said to me one time a while back, said, well, even if somebody gave you a bigger space, there'd be expenses. Yes, I know that. All of those statements are true in the outer. In the physical realm, they are true. But in the realm of miracles, which is just as real as that physical realm, perhaps even more real, there is an unlimited abundance and therefore possibility beyond what we can see. As Kimberly says, when we open to the miracle, we don't control the form, we trust in the fullness. That's the freedom miracles offer. Not just relief from a problem, but release from the fear behind it. Not just from what is possible in human consciousness, but release so that a higher consciousness can come through us and be manifest. So how do we enter into that energy? How do we get into that? If we want to grow, how do we do it? I've been involved in many, many ministries that have been, and I've been present when they've had problems of growth, when growth is desired. I've been with ministries when finances were difficult. Let me tell you, 3 years ago, they were difficult. When something like a roof or a parking lot needs replaced, or an entire building. And I've always been amused by how quickly even those of us in Unity go back to, let's have a bake sale. Now, I'm not putting down bake sales, but let's be realistic. That's not going to replace a building. But when we're in miracle consciousness, we don't get stuck in the how. We challenge our thoughts and we ask, what don't I know? What don't I know? So often we're focused on, I know this, I know how to do that. What don't I know? When we have a healing need, We start thinking, we start Googling. My phone's over there. We start Googling, what do I do to cure this illness? Or we go to a doctor. Doctors are great. We don't say don't go to doctors. But we do say what Myrtle said. In all things, go to God first, and then humans as God directs. Or Google as God directs, if you want. We never stop to ask, what don't I know? You know, every single Sunday when we do our love offering, we say the words, from every direction, known and unknown, expected and unexpected. Our abundant good is here now. Not just financial good, but all good, health, vitality, love, relationship, peace, joy. From every direction, known and unknown, expected and unexpected, but how often do we really stop and ponder the words unknown and unexpected? Miracle manifestation consciousness lives in those two words, unknown and unexpected. How do we get that to that place? That place of miracle manifestation consciousness, where we live in the unknown, where we live in the unexpected. Well, the first thing we do is we challenge the thought of lack. When we're faced with lack, and somebody tells us, oh, you can't do that. Oh, that's not going to happen. We say, that's not true in spirit. I am sourced by God. God is our source. The next thing we do is get into imagination. We create an image. Imagination is the miracle laboratory. It paints a mental picture of freedom and fullness, health and wholeness, or the opposite. We take control of imagination, and we determine what image we are holding in our consciousness. We create peace and prosperity within, around whatever it is we want to manifest. It doesn't have to be a struggle. It can happen with grace and ease. Kimberly calls that entering the luminous field. And she says the luminous field is not a place. It is a presence. And when we dwell there, miracles are the most natural response. Another thing we do is we place ourselves fully in the flow of divine good. We give freely. Giving is declaring that our source is infinite. Want to break scarcity? Share love. Share time. Share joy. Share resources. And then we stand in our truth. Even when things look dark, we speak the light. And I would say especially when things look dark, we speak the light. Myrtle Fillmore reminds us, we do not look to outer conditions. We look steadfastly to the truth. Kimberly adds this, miracles are steady not because they prevent change, but because they ride the wave of the unchanging. I love that statement. They ride the wave of the unchanging. So miracles are inner liberation. Every miracle is a jailbreak from a false story. A person forgives, freedom. A community heals, freedom. A nation heals, freedom. A child remembers their divine worth, freedom. As Kimberly says, the real miracle is not what shifts outside of us, but the recognition that we are not trapped within ourselves. That one stopped me in my tracks. That was a powerful thing that hit me when I read this. The real miracle is not what shifts outside of us, but the recognition that we are not trapped within ourselves. We are not trapped. We are not trapped in past mistakes. We are not trapped in old patterns. We are not even trapped in our bank accounts. For us as a spiritual center, we are not trapped in a small space. We are free beings, awakening to the truth. So let's vision together. Let's ask ourselves, what if Unity Spiritual Center becomes a miracle magnet? What if Unity of Spiritual Center becomes a beacon for freedom in Albuquerque? What if people felt the light just stepping onto our grounds? What if healing became expected and wholeness became normal? Now, what if we stop what-ifing? Stop asking for miracles and start being the miracle. Start becoming the miracle. Let that be our sacred mission, to be the miracle that sets others free. Jesus talked about the freedom that comes with this. When he performed a miracle, he didn't do it for show. He did it to awaken people to their own divine potential. He freed the outcast. He freed the fearful. He freed those stuck in their thinking. And he did not say, I alone am the light. He said, you, all of you are the light of the world. And Kimberly echoes this. The naked light is not Jesus alone. It's in all of us, waiting to be remembered, waiting to be embodied, and waiting to be shared. So let's remember. Let's embody. Let's share. You know, Independence Day, there's always something that stirs, something powerful in the air. And it's because of what we are as a nation are experiencing that is becoming more visible. Sometimes, in the most chaotic and darkest of times, the light becomes more visible. And if you're looking correctly, if you're putting your attention on what can be, because it's what already exists in spirit, you see beyond appearances. We see communities coming together. We see people standing in their truth. We see a greater good unfolding. Now, that doesn't mean we don't see the darkness, but when we see the darkness, what are we doing? Oh, that's a place that needs light. It's an invitation for light. It's becoming more visible. I believe humanity is in the midst of a great awakening, an awakening to a fuller freedom than we've ever had before. And it's not going to happen through politics. It's not going to happen through economies. It's not going to happen through technology. It's not going to even happen through science. It's going to happen in the awareness of our oneness, our unity, our empathy for one another, our ability to collaborate, our ability to dream, our ability to imagine, and our ability to be in miracle manifestation consciousness. That's going to be the catchword from now on. Miracle manifestation consciousness. Because to be truly free, we know it's not just about flag waving or fireworks. It's a deep human yearning to be able to live life fully, to live boldly, to express divinely. Let me share with you a personal declaration of spiritual independence. And I'll say it and then you can say it with me. I am not bound by appearances. I am not stuck in lack. I am not who the world says I am. I am who God created me to be. I am free. I am divine. And I am ready to live a miraculous life. And I am ready to empower others to live a miraculous life. In her book, Kimberly says this: we are here to soar, we are here to shine, and we are here to live wide open. So let's live wide open. Let today be the beginning of a new freedom story. Freedom from fear, freedom from lack, freedom from the belief that you are anything less than a walking, talking, breathing, sharing, soaring miracle. And may Unity Spiritual Center be a community of miracles, miracle workers, miracle empowerers. May we declare and demonstrate the truth for all people of freedom, abundance, and love. Let's hold that vision together and let's manifest a miracle. Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
Bill Brooks has a beautiful song called A Million Dreams by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. See, I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. We may be right, we may be wrong, but I want to bring you along to the world I see, to the world we close our eyes to see. We close our eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
Bill Brooks, Miracle Manifestor. Thank you, Bill.